Kilarigbo Live TV.
Bisola F. Johnson, President of Bisola Johnson Foundation. I'm here in respect of the letter the Bisola Johnson Foundation would like to submit to FIDA. Yes. We all know we are all Nigerians. We recently, there is a BBC investigation documentary against SCOAN, the Synagogue Church of All Nations, and their late GO. And it has been like 3 weeks, 1 month now. Nothing is done. What the victims alleged, according to what the media will say. Yes, it's still allegation. And nothing is being done. The federal government of Nigeria is not saying anything. What was alleged, according to the media, has become international crime. And it has become a dirt on this nation. The days the government usually say, Synagogue of All Nations attracts a lot of visitors to Nigeria. And now we have seen that the reason why visitors are being attracted to Nigeria is to bring dirt on this nation. Sexual allegations, lot of other, lot of other things that have been, spoken against the late TB Joshua. And we want inquest into this matter because it's like everybody just keep quiet. So we are involving a lot of organizations. We have written to the police. We have written to Ministry of Justice. And this letter is for FIDA and other organizations, even Presidential Library to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. We don't want this to be swept under the carpet. We want inquest. Even the victims are now facing cyber bullies. They are facing threats. I'm one of the victims, and we have spoken our truth. So if anybody wants to believe, fine, but this is our truth. People are facing cyber bully daily. Death threats are being sent to people. We don't want people to die on, then the government will now be coming up. So we want inquest in this matter. We want protection for the victims. And this is why we are here. Yes, we want inquest into this matter. We want protection for the victims. They have said their truth. And they shouldn't be facing double victimization after they have been, they have been victims. They have been sexually molested and been treated below human dignity. And now they are speaking out, not because they want to drag anyone out or they want to drag any organization down, but they want people to learn, and they want these atrocities, this kind of crime to stop and to be minimal in our community. This is what we are asking for. We want government to come into this matter. Is synagogue too big for the government of Nigeria? This is the question we are asking. Because we have lived with TB Joshua when he was alive. He bought into different places. But this is still under allegation. We want the government to come in. The victims are ready to submit themselves under lie detector so that the perpetrator can be brought into book, and people can learn and also be careful next time they go to places called church. My message to Nigeria at last: the problem with many Africans is religion. There is difference between spirituality and religion. We know that Nigeria, we are so religious, but unfortunately, we are not even close to God. So many people, they love going to church, they love going to mosque, they love going to where their faith hangs on. What we are saying is that whenever you go to these places, you must not forget your brain at home. You know, there are lots of telltales. There are lots of, red flags in all these places where people are being brainwashed daily, where people are being hypnotized, where people are being subjected reduced from human dignity. So anytime you go to these places, please don't forget your brain at home. This is my message to Nigeria. For me, I have been speaking out for the past 15 years. In fact, in few days' time, it will be 16 years. Yes, when I left Squan, 2008, and I've been speaking my truth. I left there, I recognized at that time that I cannot be here. I cannot be here because the way we are being treated. As old as I was then, I would be lie down on the floor and horsewhip will be laid on my back, aside other manipulations and other inhuman treatments I went through. So after I left there, I began to speak my truth. But unfortunately, my voice was being drowned in Squan's voice because they had larger voice. They have larger platform. But I was not the only one that went through such inhuman situation. So some victims, you can't say there is time frame for any victim to speak out. Some people, maybe they deal with psychological problem, emotional problem, depression. So anytime they are ready could be a good time for them to speak out. And some victims, they saw how I have been laboring over the years and my voice was not going anywhere. So they went to the larger platform, which is the BBC. And BBC did investigation. BBC did not take their word for it. They investigated their claims for 2 years. BBC journalists even went to Squan and they were arrested for being shown up in front of Squan and taking pictures. And they wrote letters to the present GO of Squan, but nothing came, nothing returned back to BBC. So they have to bring out the victims' voices. I worked for 14 years without being paid. I have a form that we were asked to fill that whatever you do there will be voluntary. I didn't sign mine, but many people signed theirs. So, and I was there under manipulation, brainwashing, and hypnotism, and sexual abuse as well.
Kilarigbo Live TV.